We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. And it will come out to the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more, here's Eckler. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He may go. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 67 yards. And the Chargers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Throwing is Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down carry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him at 35.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
91 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On first down, Justin Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception. But I think the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert off of play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Playing deep. That makes it obviously guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop and shoot. First down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
A 41-yard attempt.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, They take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Thomas Goddard, 85 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Hurts will throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
There's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. It is taken in by Everett, the tight end. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown! 83 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Williams. On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And the Chargers 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 19 yards away. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Returnable here for Davis. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
We'll be in the game.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Big strides, look at him go. He may go. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
75 yards. That's good. Eagles.
Penny up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A 24-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play some defense out there, boys.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 24.
Chargers 38, Eagles 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and take. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
It's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Herbert throws complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another run here with Dobbins. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Herbert off of play action, sliding out of the pocket. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Let's play like a team.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
No, we change it.
Defense, stay tough. Get the points on the board.
No, we change it.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Odell Beckham. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Ravens 1st down. They needed 3, they got 8. And it results in a conversion on 4th down.
That's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 37. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point try now from Dicker. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 21. Ravens nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the
Jackson will throw again. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down.
Flushed out right.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try to keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Buying time to his left. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Herbert now. He shakes him off, eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught. It's Flowers. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Chargers 28, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
He finds his target, Allen. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, result in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to speed things up here. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion. But he would...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the way. He's got daylight. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
Hey, middle.
4th down, here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Herbert back to the air. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Davis now to return it. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, Stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.